Adam Zagoria is here, has covered the Nets extensively, covers all of the teams in the area, and joins me now to talk about the latest development in this Kyrie saga, Adam, which is that he's taken down the tweet. What is your kind of general thinking around what a catastrophe this has been, and really the position that the Nets now find themselves in, 1-5 to start the year?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Nets and the NBA are both under pressure to do something here with the Kyrie situation, although it doesn't sound like the NBA is going to penalize him any further. I mean, you had the NBA issue a statement basically, condemning bigotry and racism last week. Joe Tsai, the Nets owner, came out and publicly condemned Kyrie with a tweet. The Anti-Defamation League has chimed in. Here in New York, the New York Post, Mike Ficarra, who's a very well-known columnist, had a column today, Monday, saying it's time for the Nets to basically get rid of Kyrie and cut bait, trade him. And it's a very tough situation, especially with all the Kanye West stuff that's been going on and, the anti-Semitic comments that Kanye made. I mean, I've known Kyrie a long time. I covered him in high school. He's a very smart guy. He's not dumb. He's very smart. But he's got some opinions and ideas that are definitely out there, and he caused a huge firestorm by promoting this film, by tweeting about it. He's got 4.5 million Twitter followers. He kind of doubled down Saturday night in a very, intense conversation with the media, where he said he's not going to take his post down, and he's not anti-Semitic, and he supports all religions. I mean, look, I haven't seen this film. I've read about it. I read the Rolling Stone story. I've seen that it quotes Adolf Hitler in the film. That seems to me to be enough to, point out that the film has issues and has some anti-Semitic leanings when they're quoting Adolf Hitler in it. Kyrie's also, repurposed some Alex Jones stuff. And then he said the other day that Alex Jones's conspiracy theory is true. This is a guy who completely denied the Sandy Hook shootings and had to pay out $1 billion in settlement to the families of Sandy Hook, where children were murdered. So it's just really not a good look for Kyrie to be repurposing stuff from Alex Jones and a movie that has an Adolf Hitler quote in it. I think he wants to. He has some sincere beliefs about it, and he's proud of his heritage, and I understand all that. But I think he has to be a little more aware of some of the implications that these films and Alex Jones's comments had to the wider world.
Joe Tsai came out pretty fast and condemned what essentially he should have, that this, propagating or promoting, whatever you want to call it, this kind of information really has no place for Kyrie. What does this tell you about their relationship and the beginning of maybe the end for his time in the Nets? I mean, how bad is it in Brooklyn?
Well, it's two things, right? It's the off the court stuff with Kyrie, and to a lesser extent, Ben Simmons and Kevin Durant, that there's just always drama around this team. I mean, they have two of the 5 or 6 best players on the planet. They should be a lot better than they have been. So you've got this off the court drama with KD requesting a trade over the summer, and Kyrie not playing last season and just not being available very much. And now you've got this latest issue with Kyrie and this anti-Semitic thing. And then you combine that with the fact that they're 1-5 on the court, and they have the worst defensive efficiency in the NBA. I think they've played 6 games. They've allowed 125 or more points in 4 of the 6 and 130 or more in 2 of the 6. And I mean, you don't have to be, Pat Riley or Rick Pitino to understand you're not going to win games playing defense like that. So, I think there's a question now about Steve Nash and whether he's lost this team. I mean, he was pretty upset the other night about the effort they gave defensively. And look, it's still a long season. They could turn it around. But, if they bottom out here and go from 1-5 to 4-18, things are really going to get bad there.
Yeah, Steve Nash saying the team is still looking for an identity, but I don't know how much more time they have. And I'm honestly not even sure where else they can look because it's been such a train wreck so far. Adam, thanks very much for your insight on that. Appreciate it.
Sure, anytime. Thanks.